I will be teaching you the Trinity Stitch. So to start, you'll need multiples of 4. So you just keep repeating 4 until you get the right amount of stitches that you need for your project. For row 1, which will be your right side, you're just going to purl across. For row 2, you're going to knit, purl, and knit in one stitch. So you go into knit, come out, then you're going to pull your yarn to the front, and then you're going to purl, then you're going to put your yarn in the back, and you're going to knit and pull it off. So now that one stitch has become 3. Then you're going to put your yarn in the front and you're going to purl 3 stitches together. This can be a little tricky, not as easy as a purl 2, but you grab 3 stitches and you purl and pull off. And then you repeat that across. So you knit, yarn in the front, purl, yarn in the back, and knit and pull it off. So make sure you knit, purl, knit in the one stitch. Then you're going to bring your yarn to the front and you're going to purl 3 stitches together. Yarn in the back, and in the next stitch, going to knit 1, put your yarn in the front, purl, yarn in the back, knit, all in the one stitch. Then you're going to purl 3 together. And you just keep repeating that across. Purling 3 together is very tricky. Then you're going to purl across the next row. Then for the next row, you're going to start with purl 3 together. Pick up 3 stitches and purl, and then you're going to knit, purl, knit in the next stitch. Knit, purl, knit, and purl 3, and then knit, purl, knit in one stitch all the way across. So purl 3 together, knit, purl, knit, If your purl threes together seem to be getting really hard, make sure that you keep all your stitches pretty loose, and that may help it a little bit. And then you just keep repeating those rows until you get the length that you want. You can start seeing the stitches here. How you have the little bobble. So I'm going to continue up a few more rows so there's more of a swatch to look at, and I'll show you one more time and I'll be right back. So that's a little bit more of the pattern so you can see it. Has this nice little bobble, almost kind of like a popcorn effect, but it's super cute. Okay, so I'll show you one more time. So you start purling. This would be your right side. So this is where the actual picture or the design is. So you just purl across. Then your next row, you're gonna knit, purl, knit in one stitch. And this is what the reverse looks like, by the way. So you start with your first stitch, you're gonna knit. Then you bring your yarn between your needles to the front, and then you purl that same stitch. Then you put your yarn between to the back and you knit that same stitch, and then you pull it off. And then you're gonna purl 3 together. And then you're going to knit, purl, knit in the next stitch. Then purl 3 together all the way across. Then you just purl across. Then your next row, you're going to start with a purl 3 together. And then you're going to knit, purl, knit in one stitch. You're going to repeat that all the way across. Then you just keep repeating those 4 rows until you reach your desired length. And that is the Trinity Stitch. It's a little difficult. Once you get used to it, it's alright. It's the purl 3 together that really get me. So you just keep practicing. Make sure you check your tension. Keep it kind of loose to make it a little easier. So if you have any questions, please comment them below, and I'll see you in my next video.